We're here at E3, biggest entertainment electronic expo for the video game industry, and I'm sitting here with Sam Fisher, the voice in Chaos Theory, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Michael Ironside. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he is here and what he's here to announce. I hear that you are starring in a new sci-fi series. I want to tell a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're here to announce that we're going to launch in the fall of 2006 ICEPLANET, TV series and game. They're simultaneously going to be launched at the same time.
Now, and you are
simultaneously at the same time?
Being birthed at the same time, I guess. Now, you are taking the role of what?
I'm the captain of the Magellan's, a ship on the that ends up on the ice planet. Can I help you?
As captain, as a fan of Splinter Cell, as a fan of Sam Fisher, can the viewers who like both characters, can they expect to see any of the familiar demeanor or the actions of Sam Fisher in the role of captain?
Absolutely. The character of Sam Fisher is its genesis is in me, as will the captain Trigger on the ice planet. I think it'd be very hard for me to change my skin and my colors. If anyone knows my work for over the years in sci-fi and action films and stuff like that, there's a certain amount of edge to everything I do. The character will be a little more complex than Sam Fisher. Sam has a tendency to sort of approach everything with that same edge. Captain Traeger has a little more responsibility. He has a crew, a family. He has other people involved under his wing, and there'll be a little more moral dilemma for him to deal with. I'd like to create a character I talked about in one of the other interviews, who believes there's a lot worth dying for, but not a lot worth killing for, and at the same time somebody who will not hesitate to dole out punishment where needed.
And we actually have a kind of a rare situation where you actually have a video game, getting back to what you were saying about a video game and a television show, in a sense being born at the same time. Do you see a way that the two, in a perhaps first time ever, the two interacting in a way that create like a yin and yang, two separate entities but form something that really works? So how do you see that working out? My
main objective is to give more to the experience, whether it's the gamer and the television audience. I think TV has really kind of started to drop off in the last 10 years.
Sci-fi specifically? Or?
Not so much. I don't want to name any one genre of television. I just think that the audiences want more and need more out of that experience, and the same with the gaming.
Do you think ICEPLANET has a prime opportunity? I mean, you have, to me, a tragic situation. Star Trek's just been canceled for the first time in over 50 years. We look to that show for our technology, our ideas, our morality. Do you hope to pick up and give back the audience to what they've lost in that?
I don't know if it's I can't talk in that vein of what they've lost. I just want to put quality characterization and drama and conflict into a sci-fi format and bring it to both games and television. The gaming audience is a fairly savvy audience. They're smart. They're already online talking to each other all over the planet. There's gamers playing. There'll be a guy in South Africa playing with somebody from Pakistan in Toronto and Los Angeles all at the same time, depending on who's awake and who isn't. I want to get people off the couch of the television and get them online so they can go bounce back and forth. Entertainment should be a rich experience.
I think personally you've been one of the most successful crossovers from Hollywood into the video game industry. What's the word in Hollywood right now with the other actors? Are they taking games more seriously now? And can you just describe a little bit about what's been going on at E3 here with the SAG situation?
I can't speak for Hollywood or anything like that. I do know that when the numbers came out last year where the gaming industry grossed more than theatrical release of films, that got a lot of people's attention. I think it also woke up the actors and the artistic involvement in gaming, that they're not getting their fair share. When you get actors that work 10 and 15 years to hone their craft and get a one-time payment on a show that generates revenues and cash ongoing for up to 4, 5, 6 years, 4 different generations of cash flow, and to say you're going to get a one-time payment. The gaming industry was an outlaw industry for a long time. It'd like to hold on to that.
It was a sleeping giant for a long time, and now it's...
It would like to be thought of as still the outlaw, the kid with the skateboard and the crooked hat on the corner. It's not. It's a huge corporate entity. It wants to be respected. If it wants to be respected, it has to be respectful of the people.
Getting into about the issues of the industry, for the longest time, video games has been considered just a kid's toy. What is your thoughts as a parent about the prospect of the adult industry getting involved in the gaming industry, you combining that with photorealistic graphics?
I have no comment on that. I mean, whenever I've done action films and these violent films over the years, I've had parents come out to me and saying, you should be censored. And I say, well, you want me to parent your children for you? You take responsibility for your children. My job's not to make parenting easier. I am a parent. There's stuff on television my child is not allowed to watch. And I make sure of it. And there's stuff online that they should not be allowed. If anything, the sophistication of our world that we live in now demands that parents pay more attention to their children and be more responsible for where the children look and how they listen and what their personal opinions are. I mean, you just can't get away. You cannot have an easy life and be a parent in the 21st century. And it's not my job to make a parent's job easier. If you want to go suck your lattes and eat your goddamn pasta, and not look after your kids, there's nothing I can do about it.
And Hillary Clinton has just...
I feel very strongly about that.
Hillary Clinton has just announced she's going to institute a $90 million investigation into the social effects, the economic effects of the video game industry. My question is, as the violence in video games starts to look more real, do you think overall society will get more offended?
You could stand for 20 minutes on a corner in downtown Los Angeles and get more reality than a year of television or video games. I think it's absolutely atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious to expect the arts to sort of come in line with some kind of homogenized version of the world we live in. If anything, people got to start growing up and take a look around them. You can't hide in your bungalows and in your BMWs and sit in traffic and expect the world to sort of like just calmly pass you by. We're in the toilet. The whole world's in the toilet because people demand to celebrate their differences, not their similarities. We either get involved or humanity, pack your bags. You're out of here.
My final question is, you said that you're not a hardcore gamer, but my philosophy is everyone's a gamer. It just depends on how far back you go. What was the first video game you put more than a minute into of effort? Was it Pac-Man, Pong, anything that comes to mind?
I don't think I can remember the name of it. It was kind of the game where the bounces and you slide it was like air hockey but online. What's that game where the puck goes back and forth? You can play it in billiard halls and stuff. But it was actually the thing would go bonk and bounce, and you had to protect a goal on the other side and reflect it back. And the speed of the game kept speeding up. We're talking 68. Probably before you were born. It was like a tennis game, yeah. But I was never into centipedes and stuff like that. I'll tell you, yeah. No, I was just never really into it. I'd like to be. What excites me about games now is you can play another personality. See, I like poker. I like golf. I like chess. I like taking on somebody else. I like taking and breaking them down.
Have you ever played a golf game and find that you can actually improve your game either through watching the animations or
I've played online golf and stuff like that because you get better course management when you play. You start thinking ahead.
I mean, the fact that Spider-Man 2.
You know what I like about a game? A game has to involve another personality for me. I like competing with another human being. I'm not interested in competing with a machine. And that's what this online aspect really excites me. That's why with us we're doing a PC online game with ICEPLANET. I want to give people the opportunity so that they can play with each other from different parts of the world and start communicating and sharing information with each other.
That's fabulous. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Ironside at E3. Thank you.